Hello, I'm Surfer Clock, and welcome to What's the Attraction, where our work is your vacation. Well, it's finally here, summer. And here in Florida, summer is like summer cubed. So I decided to do our podcast right here on Daytona Beach. It is a gorgeously warm 92 degrees with a little wind from the west. The waves gently rolling ashore. Children playing down by the water's edge. Seagulls crying in the distance. Okay, wow, seriously?
What? It's not. We can't afford a trip to Daytona. It's not like our listeners can tell.
Well, they can now.
Oh, right. So, what are we going to review this week?
Actually, I think it's time we change things up a little. This week, let's kick off summer with our first top 10 list. The top 10 things you'll need this summer. We're going to count down the 10 most important things you need for your summer trip to the amusement parks, courtesy of our decade-long theme park experience. So, let's not waste any time. Grab some pen and paper and maybe a bottle of Corona.
Tink.
Tap G, you can cut out the sound effects now.
I'm sorry, I can't help it. I just watched Police Academies 1 through 4 last night.
Number 10. Internet access. These days, the internet is everything, everywhere. Businesses can't function without websites. International communication is virtually effortless, and all the information you could ever need available with a stroke of a key. And of course, most cell phones come equipped with internet access, as well as iPods and tablets. So the internet is really hard to get away from.
The internet is your best friend. What time does the park open? What time is the nighttime show? What attractions are closed for refurbishment? Sure, you can get your park tickets and reserve your rooms, but there's a lot of smaller details that will prove to be invaluable in your itinerary and agenda. Don't believe us? Watch National Lampoon's Vacation and tell us that things wouldn't have gone smoother if they had internet access.
And don't forget, the internet is the best location to hear our podcast.
Number 9. Sunglasses. Yeah, okay, this one's a no-brainer. Florida's sun is tough on human eyes. In fact, any sun anywhere can be rough on your eyes. Whether they're Oakleys, Ray-Bans, or the $10 pair from the corner Walgreens, any pair will protect your eyes to an extent.
Well, sort of. Different eyes need different types of sunglasses. But despite your needs, try to get your hands on a pair that offers both UVA and UVB protection. Brightness is only part of the danger. The sun's ultraviolet rays can be equally damaging to your eyes. Bottom line, go quality, but spend smart. Number 8. A small first aid kit. SeaWorld, Universal, and Disney all have their own first aid centers. They provide band-aids, pain medication, and a lot of other tools to the trade with registered nurses and paramedics.
But usually there's only one of these per park, and they're usually located up near the park's entrance. So if you scrape your elbow or a migraine is kicking in, it pays to bring along some bandages and pain medication for quick on-the-spot treatments. Depending on your needs, of course you'll need daily medications or an EpiPen if you have allergies.
But the reason we say a small first aid kit is first, like we said, first aid centers are already provided with most of the medical supplies needed. But also, bringing too much can make it bulky and a little cumbersome. So really, all you need is bandages, pain medication, and any necessary personal meds.
Number 7. A fanny pack or bum bag. Yeah, okay, this one turns a lot of heads, we know. We know they're not the most fashionable accessory out there, but just hear us out on this one.
When you head to the parks, you'll need to carry a lot of things. Wallet, phone, camera, keys, sunglasses, tickets, map, first aid, and a few other small items. You can stuff these things into your pockets, sure, or your purse or backpack. But purses and backpacks get heavy and bulky, and altogether cause a lot of unnecessary stress on your body, which is already being taxed just walking along the hot, crowded theme park. Also, if you want to ride some roller coasters, especially ones that go upside down, you would need to store your bag in a locker, and stuff in your pockets can and will fall out.
A fanny pack, or bum bag as our friends from the British Isles call them, solves all of these problems. You can store away all your stuff without making your pockets bulge. It takes all the stress off your back and shoulders, and on those wild rides, you won't have to hassle with a locker. And as long as you zip it up tight, nothing will fly out.
Of course, it's not a fashion statement. And really, it's not meant to be. You're there to have fun, but it's hard to have much fun when you're in pain. Number 6. A hat. Preferably something with a brim. A visor, ball cap, straw hat.
Or a cowboy hat.
Or a cowboy hat. Again, when it comes to fashion, which would you rather have? Painful sunburn or hat hair? Yeah, okay, that's a tough call. But I'm sticking with hat hair. Your neck and face will thank you for it.
Number 5. insurance information. Now, granted, anytime you head out the door, it's a bad idea to not have your health insurance and car insurance information. But in most cases, people visiting the big three are from out of state, even out of country, so this becomes even more crucial to have on you. Have your policy numbers handy, like in your wallet, especially when you need to be escorted to the hospital or get into a fender bender, just in case.
Number 4, contact tags. We all have things we can't lose.
Yes, indeed. Your temper, your sanity, your sense of humor.
No. Material things, like your keys, your phone, your wallets, your meds.
Your kids.
Well, yeah. True, children aren't material things necessarily, but you can't afford to lose them. For your phone, iPod, keys, etc., write your name and a number that can be reached on a sticker and stick it to the item. This will drastically reduce the possibility that the item will be forever lost.
As far as kids go, this can be a lifesaver. If your child becomes separated from your party, a contact tag will greatly enable park employees to find you much quicker and faster, especially with younger children who aren't exactly the most reliable sources of information. Not that they lie, it's just not like they're likely to remember phone numbers and names in the times of stress and panic. I recommend putting the information on a wristband, and a sticker on the shirt works too. Number 3, comfortable shoes. I don't know why people continue to perpetuate this stereotype. So, let me just help you out with this, everyone. Tourists do not have to wear sandals and flip-flops to the parks. If you want to wear them, around the pool at the hotel, that's fine. But you're going to spend up to 12 hours walking about 8 miles total on rock-hard concrete. So do yourself a favor. Get some good quality, broken-in walking shoes with proper support, and your feet will be in so much less pain.
Now, if you can't afford or get a good pair of shoes for the parks, get some gel inserts so your feet can endure the toil you'll put them through. So ladies, leave the high heels at home, keep the flip-flops at the pool deck, and crack out the shape-ups.
But if you want us to be fashion conscious, fine. Socks do not make good cushions in your sandals, and they look tacky. So just reject the sandals altogether and get good shoes.
Number 2, a water bottle or a source of hydration. It's impossible to underestimate the importance of proper hydration in a hot, humid state like Florida. Every theme park provides water fountains, so you can just fill up on the go with healthy, free water as opposed to the unhealthy, overpriced soft drinks.
Sports drinks are a helpful source of electrolytes, but don't overdo it. After all, it's the sugar in them that can dehydrate you. To save yourself time and money, get yourself a water bottle and drink.
Well, we say other source of hydration because there are now water bladders. Pouches meant to carry water and can easily roll up and be put away when not in use.
Okay, so that's a pretty definitive list. What's number 1?
Drum roll, please. And the number 1 most important thing you need to bring with you to the park is...
sunscreen!
If I had a nickel every time I met a guest who wasn't wearing the appropriate sunscreen, or even wearing sunscreen at all, I would be one wealthy man.
No joke, skin cancer is very serious. And if all it takes is a quick smear of suntan lotion to keep it at bay, well then, hey, that's good enough for me.
Also, pay attention to the sunscreen's SPF. That stands for Sun Protection Factor. If you have fair skin, go for a sunscreen with a higher SPF.
Also, I should mention, how often have you seen a woman wearing like a halter top or a dress with an exposed upper chest, and it's all just completely red and sunburnt?
All the time.
Sunscreen any exposed skin. Arms, legs, chest, face, neck, everything.
Now, just so y'all out there know, all this information may be brutally obvious, but we're not trying to talk down to you. And of course you need sunscreen when you visit the parks in Florida in summer, so just take it at face value. Just helpful advice.
Or a checklist before you take off.
Right. So, hopefully our top 10 list will help you enjoy the parks this summer. Have a great summer, everyone. And remember, I'm Surfer Clock.
And I'm Tachi.
And thanks for listening to What's the Attraction?
Where our work is your vacation.
Okay, dude, seriously? Cut that out.
Sorry.